They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. No one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Show. Can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTSS, RPG, or maybe even MMO. Howdy, and welcome back to another video for Crystalborne's Heroes of Fate. Now I need you to hit those like and subscribe buttons because I post content consistently. I don't know, because I don't think we're on the daily trend anymore because we made some changes. You know, you can check out probably the last video where I did the 1,000K subscriber announcement, and I was talking about like the future of the channel, what we was going and all that stuff, but you know, that's besides the point. All right, today we want to get into a little bit of something that I've been thinking about doing because this game has changed after a while, and I think the last Crystalborne video I did was the 60k power one, completely clickbaity. It was pretty much to get those Roblox scrubs out of our game, and I think a lot of you actually like that I made that video to tell them to go back to their game because we only want people that want to be a part of this community. So shout out to you guys from the Crystalborne community, and a lot of you guys that have been reaching out to me in game saying that I have been helpful for you guys, you know, as you've been playing and everything, and it has been cool. That has been really cool. So yeah, I like to, you know, talk to you guys some more. So you can always catch me on Discord, link to that in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. We kind of destroyed the Crystalborne chat because there wasn't nobody in there really chatting, so you know, we like to get more people in there. But let's get into some of what we're going to be talking about in this video. So I have to give a big thanks and shout out to Machine Zone, the developers of this game, because I was like hounding them so much. I was like emailing them. I did it only twice, but I was emailing them about the energy refreshes, and I gave them a suggestion of how they can improve the energy refreshes, and we're gonna click on our energy and take a look at it. So you see it starts at 90, then every time you pay for it, it goes up another 90, so it just keeps multiplying 90 every time. But they gave us a little rework. It wasn't exactly what I would want it for, because I was cool with having, like, even if it's not 90, or even if it's not 90 a refresh all the way through, 120 at base and never change would have been perfect, and that's what I wanted. But you'll see here, all right, you see it goes to 180, then 270, then 360. Now you notice that it's not 90 every time, and it's like a little bit less. It doesn't cost as much, and that's before you even get to 1,000, which it gives us more times. I think it's like 3 more refreshes before it start hitting the big numbers, which is tremendous. This is great. I am happy for this, and you can just keep going, keep going. All right, and now it goes back into costing 90 per refresh now that we get into the higher ones. So before you really get into it, it's relatively cheaper, and it doesn't cost as much to refresh. So they gave us like a few more extra refreshes in between getting to the higher stages, which is great, and this works across all the energy across the board, at least the basic ones, which are your campaign, bounty, and conquest energy. So for those, that's how that works, which is a great quality of life, which means you can play more, which means you can grind more. And if you paid attention to any video that I have put out for this game telling you to become a part of one of the strong guilds in this game, and it's a bunch of them that's out there. You know, I'm a part of the Swamp myself, but we had an event a while ago, and let me pull up my notes, so I'll be right back. So what I'm about to prompt up on the screen now here is a nice little list of some of the top guilds in the game, And just these names here. Now, if you are looking for a guild, now I don't know any of these guilds in particular. I don't know what their policies are, you know, what it takes to join them, but these are the names that you want to be searching for. So if there's any way for you to be able to reach out to these guilds or anything like that, these are the guilds that you want to be able to join. Hopefully they're able to let you in. I didn't have this information before until we had a big event, which in that event, I believe our guild came out on top. You know, we took over. We was the best guild in the game. Now we kind of struggling to stay within the top 3 or so. We usually are somewhere between the top 3, the top 3 or 5, and I believe the guild that's second right now is normally like top one. So we've been having that kind of going on every time we have these big guild events, and it doesn't matter what server you on, just all of the guilds across every server is a part of that, which I still think the server system and everything and how conquest works is still trash. The concept of conquest is great, but the way it all works is kind of trash. So that's just
It is what it is. It is what it is.
one thing that they just added in just recently. You can see right here on the side, they have 2 new little things that's currently idle on my screen that props up for you to do some extra farming. So for all of the experience farming and the material farming that you can do, all right, let's not do this one, let's do this one, because I've been doing a lot of that. That's why our energy is not as high as it could be. But for all of those in particular, I just go in here and just go into my conquest bounty, and whether I want whatever, because you know we talked about, you know, building our teams for the different materials that we'd be needing, from our silver to our experience to our salvage. We talked about that. Now you have this other thing where you can queue it up. Now we're gonna go to the highest one that we can do, and we can do all of our energy out, which is 501 runs, but we're not going to do that. We just do 105 runs, which is going to cost us this amount of energy for this auto repeat going, and it shows us the shortest clear turns. So basically, you try to get the fastest time that you can do or possible, and then it's going to go off based on that time. So you probably want to go there as you go and update as you get stronger, get better, you know, with your teams and everything. Update it so it can do it as fast as possible. So to do all of these runs is only going to take me 42 minutes. I believe it was like up to like 2, maybe 3 hours to do these amount of runs when they first implemented it. But I've been progressing like crazy recently, and it's we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, click on that, and we're Gucci. Now for the next 40 something minutes, that's gonna be running. And this goes on even if you're not playing the game. So it's completely AFK. So you'll be able to get all the rewards, all the experience, everything, even when you're not doing it, and still can go and just grind and do whatever. You can go in there and still grind that same stage if you want to, because you know, and you still have this coming in
That's all, folks.
later. So that's great. That is great. Like, what? And what? Like, are you serious? Yes, gamer. We can grind. So another thing that they had added in a while ago, maybe a month and a half or 2 ago, but I know I haven't really talked about it. And we go into our heroes now. Going to our heroes, and let's look at somebody, probably something that we just started working on, because we've been pulling some things. Like we just got Wraith. Alright, Wraith is a prime example. It's a good example. Now up here at the top, you see this number, and you see these little tokens that wasn't there before. Now this is your infusion coins. Now with the infusion coins, let's just click on one of these. You can go in here and buy X amount in the shop with the infusion coins. So you don't necessarily have to go grind the stage, like, you know, because before we'd just grind the stage. We'd go to whatever campaign stage we need, or if we had to grind for, let's back that up. Let's say this material, the elixirs, we have to do a specific, we had to do specific infusion bounty, and I don't think I have done any infusion bounties like ever since this has been entered into the game, like period. I've always just bought the tokens as I bought it with the infusion tokens as I needed. So the events that we get in the game will garner all of this for you. So we can just go through. Ooh, that hit hard. That hit hard in the headphones. Let's drop that volume. So I have to do any of that. Now, speaking of events, let's go through our events because they give so many events. Like, look at that. I just clicked on things one time and I got rewards to collect and everything. Some of them are it be the same kind of events, but they just add in the special currencies that you get for the newest event as you go along and do them and everything. Some of the events we still haven't finished the Zora event. We close. We just got one more thing. We just got a 5-star. We don't use her, so it's like I'm not about to waste my materials on 5-star or something I don't really use. But eventually that'll be done. But keep in mind also, every week, and this has been for at least over a month now. Every single week they drop a new hero, so they working around the clock to just put in heroes. Because I believe Trinity was last week or the week before, and we just got this guy. Like, yeah, I think she was like last week, and then the week before was this thing or something. It was like legit every week we get new heroes and all kind of stuff that you can get. Like, here's some of the infusion tokens and everything, gems, like so many rewards. Now granted, not all of this is free to play. Some of this is pay to play content, but you're still getting a lot of free to play content every week from these events, and it's insane. I'm telling you, like, if you had any doubts before about this game, throw that out the water. Anything that I might have said about how the game was pay to win, all those negative things that I may have said and any other YouTuber on this platform has said before about this game, forget any and everything these people were saying. This game is on a whole nother level now, and it's sad that it took so long, because you know how these games are. These games die fast. If the devs don't get their stuff together soon, people move on. We got that squirrel complex when it comes to playing these games. We just move on, especially me. I can't stay on one game. I come back and I be playing another in no time. I got new games that I'm waiting to share with y'all on this channel. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just be like that. People move on. So sad, but hopefully for people that probably look at this game and say like, oh, this look cool, I like the graphics, I want to play. In the future, you stumble upon this video, maybe some of the other videos, but hopefully this video, and you see here, and you be like, yo, Gamer talking some stuff. He like this game that improved, man, from what it used to be, because it has. And you should be playing Crystalborne Heroes of Fate. So that's pretty much basically all I want to touch on in this video. I mean, I guess I can go in and talk about some other stuff later on down the line. If there's anything in particular that you want me to like share, discuss, explain. Granted, I know what the hell I'm talking about, because sometimes I don't know what the hell I be talking about. I just be saying it because it sounds good, right? And y'all not thinking for yourselves. You want somebody to think for you, so you come to a YouTuber like myself. So yeah, all right, we just gonna do that. So anything like that, make sure you leave those comments in the comment section below. I'll go through. We can figure out some things. We make a video and we talk about it and all that good stuff. So if you liked the video, make sure you smash that like button. If you didn't, there is a button for you guys as well. Link to the Discord where we talk about this game and other games we play will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn those post notifications on so you can be the first to see my content when it goes live, people. And this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088, signing out, saying I love each and every one of you, a part of this community, a part of the gaming community in general. Much love. Stay safe. Don't believe everything that you hear in these news feeds and everything. We are Q, and I'm out. Deuces.